Hello everyone. In the distance there's a monument which gives a clue to where we are today. It's Penshaw Monument. I've come to this village just a few miles outside the edge of Sunderland to visit All Saints Church, a church that was built in 1746. Good thing about Penshaw is two pubs right next to each other, the Monument and the Grey Horse. I came here I think it was last October for the first time ever. I thought it was a really impressive little churchyard. Well, little, it's actually a decent size actually, split in two on either side of this public footpath. As you can see, got one section over here, and then closest to the church we've got this little section here, and there's also a section around the outside. So be careful I don't stand on any daffodils. There's one there for a Reverend Thomas Thompson, died 25th of June 1850, aged 88 years. For 57 years he was curate, incumbent and rector of Penshaw. That's good innings. Now there's going to be different spellings of Penshaw. There's P-E-N-S-H-E-R. Today the signs are Penshaw, P-E-N-S-H-A-W, but also there was also known as Penshaw. So most people call it Penshaw, but you'll see different spellings on some of the headstones as we go around. Look at that. That's Mary Lindsay, wife of Robert Lindsay of Penshaw Colliery. She died February 4th, 1840, aged 34 years. Meek and gently was her spirit, prudence did her life adorn. Ever shall I prize her merit, while I loss I daily mourn. Lovely little epitaph to her wife. Some other older ones down here. Sacred to the memory of Eleanor, wife of Humphrey Beckworth. I think that's Lambton, who departed this life July the 25th, 1822, aged 73 years. Well, Humphrey, judging from that, he died 1827, he was 76 years, so the husband and wife had a fairly good innings. I'm going to come out of here. There isn't many headstones in this section. I'm going to go around the corner. Stone's quite darkened, probably from all smoke over the last, was it 1746, nearly, it's only 300 years, nearly. It's quite big, that other section. There's not as many headstones in this part of the churchyard. Look how ornate that is. It's got to be 1700s, very early 1800s. Get some good views across to Washington from here. One there. That is somebody Button, B-U-T-T-O-N. As you scan around, it's quite a big churchyard, but there isn't many headstones. Be thousands of people buried here. in memory of Thomas Oates, the son of Thomas and Isabella Oates, who departed this life August the 18th, 1806, aged just 13 years. He's a young lad. I think that says Dobson Oates, son of the above. If you look at that, it's definitely a P, it's not a D. Dobson. There's probably a surname in the family. So William Dawson. Just have a look over here so I can show you the view of where we are. See Gateshead in the distance, Washington. It's quite a simple church. Big coal mining area around here. Also, there was some staiths down by the river Weir, which is just down the bottom of this slope, which used to take the coal away on ships. That's Washington, Gateshead in the distance. And we can see right across to Bold, and you can even see across to North Shields from here. Just shows how built up Tyne and Weir is. I'm going to have a look in that other section, because that has got old headstones as well, and there's some Commonwealth grave ones too. I have to go all the way down to get in. I want to see some old 1700s ones with some epitaphs if I can. It stretches right over there. That's this one. To the memory of the beloved children of Thomas and Margaret and Drummond of New Penshaw. See, another variation of Penshaw. There's Penshaw, I think there's Penshaw Staithes, Penshaw Colliery, Penshaw Village. And they've got listed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six children there. Page 7, 2, 1, 21, 22. Typical of Victorian times, isn't it? So I think that's from 1853 to 1872 they lost those children. Some of them reached teenage years. Now that looks good epitaph. See if I can get round to there. Apologies if it's a little bit windy. Where'd you go in? Must be here. Oh, here. Now this headstone is by Edwin Smythe, one of Sunderland's leading monumental masons, mainly in, I think, the first half of the last century. And there, it's got where he worked, which was, he had his yard was on Chester Road opposite the cemetery. Have a look at this Commonwealth grave one. That's Private C. Watson of the Army Veterinary Corps. He died 16th of November 1917. Doesn't give an age, but I bet if you go on Google him you'll find out more about him. And then there's A.A. Leroy. I love these porcelain style ones, normally like early 1900s. That's Jacob Bushby, beloved son of Thomas and Mary Bushby of Penshaw, Staithes, who died April the 15th. I'm not going to scrape that mud off, aged 25 years and 6 months. A light from our household gone, a voice we heard is still. A place is vacant in our hearts that never can be filled. So Penshaw Staithes is that place just down by the river. Longstaff, Malloburn. So this would have covered Offerton, Cox Green, all the various little bits of Penshaw, Shiny Row. But there are other churches not that far away from here. There was one at Hirrington with its graveyard. So there's one at Burnmoor. Got a glance all the way up the top over there as well. This in memory of the beloved children of John and Sarah Ann Cole of Shiny Row. There's Mary Ann, William, James, and then there was John George and Elizabeth Marie died in infancy. That's 1, 2, 3, 5 children. They shall be mine, saith the Lord of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels, I think it is. There you get when they died, how old they were. Don't think I've been up in that back corner before, but I don't think I've got time in the video to get up there. Erected by his wife in loving memory of James Gallen, who lost his life at North Biddick Colliery, 30th of January 1905, aged 38 years. So, another colliery accident. Have a look up here at these old ones. Sadly, that one has tipped over, and that's quite a large one. That's Hannah, wife of John Lambert. It's Thomas Attis. You know it's Atis, A-I-T-T-I-S. Not come across that term before. See, another variation, Old Penshaw. I think that's the old vicarage up there. It's got that look of a vicarage. Apologies if there's any noise breeze. I shouldn't be because I've got the mufflers on, but it is quite a breezy day today. There it is, in loving memory of Reverend Joseph Officer, cool surname, Wesleyan minister, born at Hull 1816, died Durham 1879. And then his wife, born at Shiny Row, so he must have come here, met a local girl. She died in Sunderland December the 2nd, 1891. These Wesleyan ministers, a lot of them in the early, like probably 1830s, 40s, 50s, travelled all over the place, preaching. Let's remember the Simpson family of Shiny Row. See there, Penshaw Staithes. My body rests beneath the tomb till life. See if I can say that. friends. When the last fruit shall give the last trumpet shall give the sound on when my suffering. Sorry about that, it's difficult to read that one. Shame, but it's a decent one. George Patterson of Penshaw, so it's not, yeah, it's got nice. Who died October 2nd, 1831, aged 39 years. The above George Patterson has lost his life at Whitehaven Colliery, buried in St James's churchyard. So that must be over Whitehaven where he was buried. This is Margaret Beatty, youngest daughter of John and Elizabeth Beatty, that's better, who died May 15th, 1835, in the 21st year of her age. Again, underneath this turf in dust is laid a faithful and a virtuous maid. In virtue's path she always trod, and trusted in an almighty God. Her tender parents left to mourn, enough to wound the heart of stone. God grant his blessing to be given, for them to meet again in heaven. So a lovely epitaph for their daughter. That's very intricate. Oh, look at that. Never seen that type of, was it lichen before? An orange one. Only got about a minute left on the video. That one's completely gone. Found that lichen. It's a great surname, Goodwill of Hortonley Spring. So age 32 years, that was for the wife, Margaret. Thou shalt surely die, prepare to meet thy God, for thy time is short. And memento mori again. So just want to say thank you for watching this video. If you have done, if you do want to subscribe, click on the subscribe, and there's also, if you want to give it a like, if you do. So that was a video of All Saints in Penshaw village. So I'll see you next time.